Yeah, here we go. S.M.K podcast. Y'all already know what it is. Yes, sir. Y'all sure do. It's us, and it's the 12th episode, and y'all just get ready for it, man. We just steady rolling along, and we got another episode for y'all tonight, and this is one good one. But what else I want to tell y'all before we get going, how we just been steady going through Lima and just picking these diamonds out of the rough, man. We got different people around here doing different things, and we just want y'all to know, man, that they right here under our nose, and man, until we start digging, we'll never find them. We got somebody, I'm gonna introduce him in a minute for you, but let's get going. I want to get some shout outs first. 419 area, Lima, Ohio. Lima Senior over there, we heard y'all doing. Coach Q, y'all keep doing y'all thing. Chris, y'all doing good over there. Perry, Big Clay, y'all doing okay. LCC, Shawnee, all of y'all, all the surrounding areas, y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all doing good up in here with all the sports and all the things. Columbus, Toledo, Cincinnati, we know all about y'all, man. Y'all showing us much love. Up north, out south, down south, out
everywhere.
West. Hey, man, come on. Man. Adrian, up there in New York. We talking to Red down there in South Miami, man. We hear about y'all, man. What they doing, Lou? They showing us love, baby.
Showing all types of love.
Oh, bro, we love it. We love it. And you know what? And when y'all do that to us, we show the same thing back to y'all. It's love, man. It's love. And we thank y'all. S.M.K podcast, that's us. So first, I'm introducing myself. Y'all already know who I am. It's The Dream. And over there, we got Big Lou in the house, man, for real. But our guest tonight, I want y'all to know who this is, man. This guy right here, like I said, I was telling y'all about the diamond. Guess what? I'm just going to go ahead on and bring it on. No further ado. Just bring it right on in. It's Justin Irons, man. This our guest tonight, man. He on the show. Hey. But I might end up saying Juice every now and then. Is that okay?
It's fine.
He never did really like that name a whole bunch, he just like that about things, he just nothing rattle this dude, man, but so Justin, how things been, man, with you?
Things been all right,
Okay.
Growing well, trying to do better, raising my daughter.
Okay. Yeah, I want to get to that here in a little bit, but you know what, I want to go through some things, and I want to just tell the people about how you used to play from a team, man.
Yeah.
And this
Go
dude,
Sharks.
Man,
Shark time what?
Sharks, nigga, for life, man. Right here, we doing it, man. Coach B, shout out to you. Head coach, we already know you as B-Mill. Q, Coach Q too. All right. But man, I want to tell them this so I don't forget about it. But this was the funniest thing, man. This dude, it's nothing rattle him. He came on the team when he was 9, 10 years old. And he played all the way till he was 12. And within no time, B took him and made him like our running back, man, like it wasn't nothing. Because he was kind of bigger than everybody else. And man, it's just like everything he do, if he tackle you, he helping the dude up. He didn't just smash somebody to death. And then now he got to help you up. He going to give you a pat. And then when he run for a touchdown over everybody, he was like Derrick Henry. People be hanging on with him. Justin, would you just stop for us? You know what I'm saying? He could take them all the way to the house, and he going to drop them off. And it was like, nothing ever rattled this dude. And so he'll turn right around, get the referee the ball, and just look at everybody else. So we be celebrating over there on the sideline, Juice. And he be looking like, what I do? So where that part come from, and you just don't get rattled about nothing.
A piece of advice to Coach B gave me when I was first starting to become a running back. I think it was about 10 years old. I scored my first touchdown. I started to celebrate, and he grabbed me and said, act like you've been there before.
Yeah.
So ever since then, whenever I accomplish something, whenever I do something great, I just act like I've done it before.
But you know what, though? When you say that, I remember that day. I remember because it was funny to me because you started celebrating, and that I knew that wasn't really you. And I think Coach B, he seen that too, because he knew them was gonna come by a whole bunch more. So you might as well get used to it, and then decide we gonna do it. But no, that was good advice from Coach B. I never knew he told you that. That's pretty cool. But okay, so you end up, man, I lost you after you got 12. I never did see you no more around. So it was like you went on to school, then you went on and you started making a way for yourself, became this young man. But you did end up graduating. Did you go to Shawnee? Where you go to school to?
I actually went to Lima Senior. So I went to West, and then I went to Lima Senior.
Okay.
Okay.
And But I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You went through Lima Senior, and you had a couple of problems. You know what I'm saying, in your childhood.
Oh yeah.
You know, just like anybody else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I gave my mom a hard time.
Yeah. Okay. But how you became an overcomer of that? Because everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, so I actually ended up with a felony F5 when I was 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That wasn't my only mistake. After that, I actually ended up doing a treatment in JDC. I was in there for 3 months when I was 15 years old, freshman year.
Okay.
And I just never wanted to go back.
Right. Yeah.
Changing my friends up, understanding what solitude and the value it gives. You know, starting to learn a lot more, seeing the people around who I wanted to be around, and just learning the lessons.
Yeah. That's good though, bro. Because sometimes, like I said, they get us in the system, and we're not able to make them choices. Most of our choices be once we get out. Next thing you know, we're gonna do the same thing again. And then they got us right where they want us. Come on back. We already got everything set up. Some people don't even get out. They still got a bed and they're waiting on them.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know what I'm saying, it'd be amazing to me to see when I see y'all brothers just, you know what I'm saying, keep your head on straight, come out and keep moving, man. It's like, I see that in you, bro.
Yeah.
You made that.
And I wanna ask, what was one of the hardest struggles you had to go through as a child? Like something that really was a turning point for you.
Something that I just figured out recently as an adult, like in my 30s, is a need for attention. So I was raised by a single mom, and she was always at work, and I always wanted attention from people. So as a huge struggle, that's probably the reasons why I started getting in trouble was seeking attention.
Yeah.
And just to realize that not all attention is good attention.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Definitely.
But that's crazy though, and listen to that, y'all. Listen to that. Seeking attention. And that's what it be. That's what it be, because we know what's right and wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we choose to do this because this is popular to do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how sometimes we roll. But you know what, you walk on up out of that, you get out of that, you make it on through. What made you choose Michigan? To go to school. You ain't go to Ohio State, you know
He
what I'm
done
saying?
switched sides on us.
We ain't gonna get into the fight up in here, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay neutral.
Actually, I started my bachelor's degree, restarted my bachelor's degree with Michigan last year. I've always been a Michigan fan, and that's kind of like just counter.
Right.
People say do this, people say like this, and I'm the opposite. I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
you just, but what made you just choose Michigan though? You could have chose Illinois, you could have chose Indiana,
Michigan's academics. That's actually a thing I picked up when we had our losing streak. So I had to find other ways to appreciate Michigan University.
Right.
Come to find out, Michigan is a top 50 school in the world.
Yeah.
I think
really?
it's like number 27 in the world for academics.
Yeah.
It's like top 14 in the country for academics. Yeah,
Wow,
University of Michigan is pretty stellar.
So when you went
Shout out to X.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, and shout out Michigan, man. Y'all up there. We go out to Detroit too. That area right there. We got one of y'all own and one of our own and one of y'all own. But so now, okay, you chose Michigan. What's the academics? What you majoring in and everything when you chose Michigan?
Finance.
Finance. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why finance?
I've always had an interest in money, so I figure I better know as much about money as possible.
Yeah. Come on.
That's very smart.
What do you say about that, Lou? All of us do.
Oh yeah.
But okay, so that was actually your first thing saying, I just want to I want to go into financing because I want to figure this money thing out.
No, initially when I first started college, it was when I got back from Iraq, and I decided to be a history major.
Okay.
And just drinking and partying, I didn't do well in that, and that was actually a whole situation with Ohio State. They actually overpaid me, and I had to pay them back.
Okay.
Oh man.
And so I couldn't enroll back into the fall semester until I paid them back. It was actually quarters back then.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not taking on no loans, so I'm not doing
Man, but that's crazy because I kind of got ahead of you a little bit. So you went to the Marines first before you went to school.
Yeah, I actually joined the Marines when I was a junior in high school.
Oh man, that's crazy,
wow.
bro. He a Marine.
Wow.
Lou want to be a Marine. I still want to be a Marine. I don't know if they take them that old, but I join, man. But that's crazy, bro. I always admired a Marine.
Yeah, me too.
We had the great Reverend Dennis on, and I say great because he awesome, man. And he a ranger, but I got it mixed up because to me a ranger, a marine, y'all just sound elite. You know what I'm saying? It just But so what was that experience like? You know, like,
Yeah.
Well, the reason I wanted to join the Marines is service to the country.
Yes.
So I was always, and I still am, a staunch liberal.
That's good.
And you know, I believe in human rights.
Yeah.
And people, essentially. You know, we are here because of each other.
Yes.
And I'm not really a Republican, but I'm very much a liberal.
Yes.
But I felt a very deep need to serve my country. I felt every man should serve their country the best way they know how.
That's awesome.
My grandfather actually served in World War I and World War II.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was born in 1899, served in both World Wars. It was a great man. So I felt compelled.
Yeah.
And to later find out, my fifth great grandfather served in the Revolution. So service is kind of in the family.
Yeah, we've been doing that. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. So what you think about? So you say you do it. So Marines. Once you come up out of Marines, you said you came on back here to Lima. You decided to come out here. But first of all, I want to tap on this. You got you went overseas. You went to Iraq.
Yeah.
You was in Iraq. Fallujah.
Fallujah, yeah, I went to
Wow,
Fallujah.
bro,
So that's kind of an interesting story. 5 days after I graduated, I was in boot camp, and I was supposed to be what they call a 92-day reservist. So you do your boot camp training, and then you go to college, and then the next summer you go to your regular training.
Okay.
They messed up my paperwork, as recruiters do. That's a good advice for parents. Always read the contracts with your kids. Always read the contracts with your kids.
Okay.
But I had to go to infantry school right after boot camp. It was 10 days after boot camp. I had to go to infantry school down in North Carolina.
Okay.
And then after that, I checked into my unit up in Toledo. So I was a reservist.
Okay.
But the unit was already deployed. And we had taken a lot of losses at that time. I think there was 11 KIA at that time. So we were the first unit since Vietnam to call up combat replacements, and I happened to be one of the 72 combat replacements to go to Iraq.
Okay.
So a month after I got out of infantry school, I was in Fallujah.
So this happened as soon as you joined.
Oh, as soon as I joined. So,
Wow. That's
So
crazy.
what's one of the best experience being in the Marines?
discipline.
The discipline.
Learning that you are capable of anything if you just put your mind to it. Just complete discipline.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
I like that, bro.
Your limitations are your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything anyone else says to you doesn't matter. The only limitations are the ones that you put on yourself.
Okay. Listen to that, y'all. This young man right here talking like that, man. You would think this man is some old wise guy over here. No, this is a young guy over here, man,
Young
saying
cat.
all this, bruh. That's crazy. So, you stayed in the Marines and you was over there. What's the worst thing that happened over there? I mean, did you say you already was talking about how death was right all around you? That happened to you, you know what I'm saying, while you was over there. I mean, did you escape anything? Could anything come close?
So we did take some mortar fire. My first night in the AO, and my first night in the AO, we took a mortar barrage.
Okay.
And the Camp Baharia, they call it Dreamland, because it's a big lake, it's beautiful.
Right.
But I'd say the worst experience was losing my best friend. So
That's crazy.
there aren't a lot of black people in the Marine Corps. Well, they weren't at that time. And I kind of me and another guy kind of linked up. He was from Detroit.
Yeah.
And during our workup training after SOI, I kind of we clung together and we were like, brothers.
Yeah.
You know, it was,
Yeah, for sure.
he was actually a cook.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a cook. He was the best Marine I ever met.
Wow.
He could disassemble and reassemble a machine gun faster than machine gunners. He was a big dude too, about 6'2", 250. I mean, he was strong.
Yeah.
Great Marine. I lost him. Now that still hurts me to this day. I'd say
I bet, man.
that's pretty depressing. So after I got there, we lost 11 more. So we call them the Fallen 22. There's actually a couple memorials up in Michigan to us, or to them, I should say.
Salute to them fallen soldiers, man.
So we had 42 amputees and I think 342 Purple Hearts out of about 1,500 Marines.
Yeah. See, listen to that, man. That's why, you know what I'm saying, bro. I feel like, when I talk to you and I dig y'all out, like I say, at the diamonds out of the rough, this the type of stories they got, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This young brother right here, man, he been to war. He been to everything, and he right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we here to get that up. You know what I'm saying? And try to bring that out because none of that is being noticed around here to where people. You know, we feel like, you know, we look at everybody like they just an everyday person. I want people to start knowing, man, we got people around here that's doing good things. Yeah. People around here, man, that's more popular than we think, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that we want to celebrate our good stuff because we don't want to hear later that, okay, this happened to Justin. Everybody want to talk about that then. If this happened to Lou, then everybody want to talk about that then. No, we want to talk about it right now. Yeah. We want to get y'all going, and we want people to know about what you're doing here, bro. And like I said, you're doing something awesome, man. So you come out of war. Now, a lot of people get a chance, they'll want to go on back to the country, go sit down somewhere, and just call it a day. You know what I'm saying? I done had something rough, you know, happen in my life. So what made you just go back to school and then, you know, choose school then?
I've always had real high aspirations for myself. No one's harder on me than me. I try to hold myself to a higher standard than everybody else. And that, I mean, it's pretty difficult to live up to, but it's something I feel passionate about, that I have to be my own worst critic. You know, I sit at home and I cuss myself out at night for not accomplishing more.
But you know what? Before we left Juice, we was talking about, man, PTSD, and we was talking about how you don't have to be in war to be able to experience that. You know what I'm saying? We experienced that right in the hood. Lou was talking about some things that he done been through, you know, in the city, going out seeing your buddy shot up, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. And I was telling Justin about how when you're in war, it's kind of like that's something that you expect, you hope not don't happen to nobody near you or a friend or even you, but it's something that you know that you're going into. Whereas in the street, you know, you hear mom come crying in the house, you don't know what she crying in the house for. You know what I'm saying? John that got shot across the street, right in the middle of the house, right in the middle of the street. And, you know, so things like that. So what I wanted to know, though, you decide to go ahead and try to do something about it. You say you sit around for years and you say, well, let me try to deal with it. For the person that's out in the street, we take our trauma and just throw it to the back and never deal with it. How would they seek help in the things that, you know, how you was able, what would you suggest that they do to try to overcome that?
Thankfully, I had my Marine brothers, so, you know, I still talk to them to this day. I think it's going to take a lot of coming to terms with, you know, the trauma itself, and then the people that's around you to support you, and to realize that you crying at night is not weakness. That's you coming to terms with your own problems. You know, you can't think of your emotions as weak.
Right.
You have to embrace your emotions to become a better man, to become a better person. Yeah. Just embrace who you are. I won't say embrace the trauma, but understand it happened to you. Yeah. And it's not something you can just move on from. Yeah. It's something you have to talk about and find counseling, find all the resources you can to help you through that. I mean, and that's not weakness. That's not being less of a man. You don't need to go out and be violent to prove you're hard or anything.
No, man. I think that's what everybody get called in. It seems like, you know, everybody got something to prove to somebody, you know, and like you said, we all got problems, and man, sometimes, you know, we just got to be able to suck it up and be able to deal with it and know that it don't only go on with us, it goes on with other people too, and it can be natural. You know, you just dealing with that problem. But that's crazy though, bro. It seems like you done been through so much, man. You been to college, you come up out of college, you know, before you go to college. You say you was in the Marines, and when you was a junior in high school, you joined. That's when I joined. So you come up out of that, you don't stop right there. You go to college, bro. You got a degree in financing.
I got an associate's in finance. I'm working on my bachelor's in finance right now.
Okay. So it's no stopping you, man. You still working. But when you first got up to college, you say you didn't always do it like a college person, partied a little bit. So, you know, that part comes around. Was it for about a year, 2 years when you decided to straighten up?
It was a year. So I got my freshman year out of the way. I still got those credits with me. That's something knowledge. Your college transcript always follows you, so make sure you get good grades while you can.
Yeah, for sure, they follow you.
Yeah. So after that, I got a job at a factory over Green Fiber out in Delphus. I was really down on myself again with the depression and just dealing with my own trauma and not being around a really good support group. Yeah. So about 2 years of that, I became a realtor. So I was like, I'm gonna do something. I like houses. I've seen a lot of people talking about getting money in real estate, and that was during the downturn time. I thought about getting investors and starting to specialize in investors.
Okay.
Well, at that time, a lot of banks were foreclosing on houses, as you know.
Yeah.
So that's where I made a lot of my money and got a lot of my knowledge. It's called BPOs, broker price opinions. So banks will pay realtors to go out and do price evaluations on houses that are about to be foreclosed on.
Okay.
And I did that for about 2 years, and that was real rough, because what really did it for me was a guy came out and said, I sent a payment into the bank, and I'm like, I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I could not feel, I wasn't happy with myself doing that. It was a terrible feeling to be a part of that process. So I wanted to seek something else.
Yeah.
And I became an electrician.
Okay. So how'd you pick up electrician? Where you picked from the Army? From the Marines, rather?
No, I was an infantry in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
So I actually saw an ad in the paper. An ad in the paper to go apply for the Electricians Union over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Northwestern. Yep.
So how was that experience?
That was actually really enlightening. I'm really thankful for Local 32 IBEW for training me.
Local 32. There y'all is.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out.
If you guys ever want a good apprenticeship, follow Local 32 or I think UA. I'm not sure their local number, but the pipe fitters. Great apprenticeships. Great people. They will train you. They actually pay for your school the whole way through. I think now they finished with associate's degree.
Yeah, I was in the carpenters union.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I love the union.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I actually left them after about 4 years to get a more stable position. I became an industrial maintenance guy, but I was kind of like the electrician hand, and that was kind of a very intensive thing as well, because I had to learn about pipe fitting, I had to learn about pneumatics and stuff like that. And that's what made me find out about PLCs, programmable logic controllers and stuff. So, as an electrician, as a modern electrician, you spend a lot of time on the computer.
Yeah, I bet.
That's how you troubleshoot.
Okay. So a lot of times, because I remember when I was into computers for a minute, and I was an operator, and when things break down, you think they really got you, they finna really come in and fix this computer and everything. Man, this guy used to come with a cup of coffee, sit his cup of coffee down with a briefcase, and sit it right there. Next thing you know, he pull out this board, and then he go right in the back of the computer, pull the other board out, put that in there to take with him, stick the other board in, and drink his cup of coffee, say, go on, then you good. Man, ain't no way in the world. And then just come in. And he get paid all that money just to do that. So they fix the board back at the place. So it's just man, and when you got that knowledge and things like that, it started to become that easy, for you.
It really is. I mean, the more knowledge you get paid for what you know, not what you do. I mean, like one of my first times on the job, Gay Jackson. He actually said, if I told you to do this, how would you do it? And I was like, I have no idea. And he's like, that's the point. I have the knowledge, and you have to try to get it.
Yeah, see, that's man.
So
how old are you, man?
I'm 33.
You 33? Man. This young man say he's 33, man. And he over here with a wealth of knowledge, man. That's crazy. Okay, so you know what? I never did get a chance to, but I want to go back to your family. I know your mom, Diane. She also, man, I used to work with her, so I was at the hospital for a while, and I go into the bakery and mess with them and everything, and they was always crazy about me. What type of, how your family feel about what you're doing? You say you got a family, you got a daughter?
Yeah, I got a 17-year-old daughter. She's
17?
She's as hard-headed as I am.
And he's a girl. Oh, Lord have mercy.
She is strong-willed. She's gonna be great at whatever she does.
Okay. So she into public schools here, right?
Yeah, she goes to Elida.
She goes to Elida. Okay. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how you navigating that through?
Man, it's rough. Me and her mother don't really get along, so that's been a rough journey. I've been trying to be as influential as I can.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, but that's good. How your mom feel about it?
My mom, she loves babies. So I actually had my daughter when I was 16 in high school. So she wasn't like too thrilled with me, but she was thrilled at the fact that there was a baby.
Yeah.
So she's been really supportive in helping raise Ava.
That's awesome.
So when I was out doing dumb stuff, she was out there. She was there to
That's right. And what's her name?
My mom?
Your daughter?
Ava Irons.
Ava, okay. All right, shout out to Ava right there. This your dad right here, man. Y'all got an awesome dad, man. For real.
Yes.
So you say you kept on moving, so you come on through college. Now you're back here. Now, what you doing with yourself now? Now, somebody told me you were whiz with this crypto, man. What's going on, man? We need to find out about that because it's different people, you know. I know that you probably been around for a while, but a lot of people just catching on to it. So they just trying to dive into it and things like that, and nobody really know what's going on. Nobody got no direction. You know, you got a whole bunch of people out there trying to say, hey, I can do this for you, or I know this about crypto. I know that everybody is this big knowledge machine, but nobody knows.
Some type of guru.
Yeah, everybody else there because they know everybody want to find out about it. So, hey, you know, if I can offer that knowledge, you're going to come to me, and I really don't know nothing. But here's the man right here, man. I don't care what nobody say. He know what's going on. So tell us, how would we be able to get going in crypto? And this is something that we really should be even trying to invest in or trying to look at.
So initially, cryptocurrency was just an investment to me. So I was making a lot of money being an electrician. I think when I first started, I had saved up about $20,000. And I was looking for a place to put it. Just, I didn't want to blow it doing dumb stuff, and I didn't want to put it in a savings account. Savings interest isn't really that high.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was looking at different avenues to invest in. So I put a bunch of money into the market, and then I wanted to look at alternative investments, and then cryptocurrency became, I just started gaining more knowledge about it. Actually, my cousin.
This was in the beginning. This not right now. This was like almost 10 years ago.
This is 2017. 2017 is when I first put money into crypto.
Okay.
It goes back to being an electrician. I was, making so much money, I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then I was looking for advice, and then no one around here really, had much advice other than, become an entrepreneur. And I'm not an entrepreneur. I don't want to start my own business. I want to put my money in a place where it's going to grow steadily over time.
Yeah.
And I was looking for different opportunities. So I went to the regular stock market, and then I invested in local businesses. Actually ended up starting a business with one of my cousins. It was pretty successful, but cryptocurrency has been the biggest growth machine.
Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend anyone quit their day job for cryptocurrency, but it's a great growth avenue. I really don't want to get into specifics about what to invest in or what's the best cryptocurrency, what's going to be the next boom, what's going to be the next Shiba or Doge or anything like that.
You up and get that later. But you know what? That's real though. That's real though. That you smart enough to to figure try to figure it out. Now, was you getting the different advice from different people, or you just done a lot of studying on your own?
I did a lot of studying on my own. So I think that's the most important thing. Everyone's going to tell you what you should do and how you should do it, but you should really get the research and the knowledge by yourself.
Okay, what should we research?
I mean, as Jay-Z said, Google's your friend, bruh.
Oh, yeah. Definitely is.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the truth, man.
I just daily, stay online, crypto news, whatever, whatever you feel is a safe investment,
Okay,
I won't tell you what to do with your money, but for me, safety is the most important thing. So steady growth. I'm not trying to become a millionaire overnight, and I don't think anyone should have viewed it like that. So you're saying
basically, one of the main things that you offer on information is that don't try to run out there and think, boom, boom, it's going to happen overnight. Don't try to, go all out. You saying take your time, find the right investment, and then let it grow.
Yeah, I mean, Warren Buffett, it took him like 30 years to become a billionaire. He actually worked for a company and then saved up enough money. And by saved, I mean invested his money enough to buy that company.
Yeah, wow. Saved enough money to buy the company that he was working for.
A lot of people idolize like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, but those are creators. And I mean, there's a place for creators. If you have an invention, stick with it, make that invention. I'm not a creator. What I know how to do is, work my butt off. And so I wanted to make sure that wealth would be secure. I didn't want to just blow it, and doing dumb stuff.
I know.
Definitely.
So when you think about that, now what if because most of the people now, we talking mostly, I know we talking to a lot of people, and we got a lot of people too got money that's listed. But to the regular Joe, now, he ain't got much money, So what would he try to, how much should he try to invest in this if he's sitting on maybe $5,000?
That's actually around the amount of money I got started with, and I've grown it up substantially.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd say, find out what you're comfortable with. And I won't say cryptocurrency is for everybody, but find out what you're comfortable with. Find out what you like to do, and then invest in that. Knowledge is going to be the most important thing.
Yeah.
And essentially surround yourself with people who are in that type of industry.
That can give you more knowledge.
Yes. Your net worth grows with your network.
Yeah.
So the better your network is, the more money you're gonna get from it. And don't try and reap from other people. Don't try and think of it as a play to take from other people, but listen to them. Sure. The more you're around that environment, the more knowledge you're gonna pick up from those people.
Yeah. That's saying that we saying kind of just.
You are who you become.
Yeah.
You surround yourself.
If we down rubbing all the time at the bottom, then where we gonna stay at?
Right.
If I find somebody that's at the top or somebody that's trying to get to the top, and I'm rubbing with them, guess where I'm going? I'm getting to trying to get. I'm going
surround
to the top
yourself
too.
by millionaires. You can end up being a millionaire.
If it's positive influence, if it's positive people around, then you're gonna be doing positive things.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's kind of like simple, man. Just that we just get thrown off along the way, and a lot of time, we don't think it through. If we stop a lot of time and just think, man.
Yeah, I think it's because people are trying to get the money instead of the knowledge.
Yeah.
I think that's the big problem.
That's right.
Everyone wants to get rich overnight, and they see the money, they see fast money, and fast cars. They want that stuff. That's
man.
If you get the knowledge, the money will come.
Yeah.
That's right. So what do you think about if you how do you know, say if you invest, how do you know certain times when you should jump out, jump in, things like that? Because a lot of people talk about, I'm gonna get in there, man, I'm gonna run my money up and I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? How would you know?
Invest when it's low, pull out when it's high.
Say what?
Invest when it's low, pull out when it's high, right?
Never pull out.
Never. Ooh, I like. Okay.
So, the whole goal, I guess, there's different types of investing. There's momentum investing. That's kind of like your, ups and downs, riding the waves.
Yeah.
I highly recommend against that.
Okay.
So you want to be a long-term thinker.
Yeah.
What do you think you're going to use? Like over time, like Warren Buffett's thing, I keep going back to. That's called value investing.
Yeah.
So he'll invest in Coke or Pepsi and find out which one of them should have more money at that time. Invest in the stuff you use every day. If you use Facebook every day, invest in Facebook. If you use Nikes every day, invest in Nike. That's what's going to get you money. Those are stocks that are continuing to grow because you see people wearing them. Those are products people use
on a daily.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
now, what about when the stock started to crash there for me? Like all the airlines weren't doing nothing. The pandemic was it. Did you find a way then? It was like, remember, airplane stocks had dropped down to about 30-some cent there for a second or something.
Yeah.
Was that part of the crypto thing too?
So I want to relate everything to crypto, just investments in general. But that's I guess when things go down, those are. You can't view those as troubling times. Those are opportunities to invest.
Yeah.
So and just with life too. Whenever times go down, don't view them as like down times or sad times.
Yeah.
Those are opportunities to learn, to grow. The same thing with the stock market.
Yeah.
When those times are down, you got to look at what's going to grow, like what's going to come out of this.
Yeah. That's when you start studying.
Yeah, that's kind of like us. We've been over here just slow rolling, moving along, and putting everything together. We 13 episodes in, but we on release 3 right now. Me and Lou be like, some days we be like, you know what I'm saying? But, we've been grinding it out. You know what I'm saying? And we hoping that everything turn out. But with those, we got step away all the time. Pay no bills. We got the juice here. He from here. He a shark for life. He all that. He a Marine. He do it all, bro. We gonna break it. We gonna come back and we gonna finish up with Justin. It's the juice in the house, y'all, tonight. We out. Okay, S.M.K podcast. We right back again, and we over here with the juice, the Justin. Y'all already know him, Justin Irons. That's who he is. But before we left, man, I was finna tell him something, and I want him to know that this is something that we do on the show. Every show, we always have a little celebration period, and this celebration is about the things that you doing. A lot of people don't know that when we be digging these gems out, man, it's our chance to kind of like give them their flowers. We don't be wanting to, like I say things later. We want to do it to you right now. You here, you in our face. We want to tell you thanks for the things you're doing. Thanks for the knowledge that you're giving. And Lou, he popped the bottle, man, on break. But guess what?
That
We
was
didn't
my
get a chance
fault.
to hear that pop. Yeah, it was, man, and we got it. Like, y'all already know what we do every show. We pop a bottle for our guests, man. And they take a little sip of champagne, man, and it's all about celebrating, you know, what he doing. And you know what? We just gonna move on. So, he said he'll take a little sip. I don't know how to pour a sip, y'all. So.
I see that.
But I want people to tell. This man right here, man, on top of everything else, he athletic like I don't know what. And I told you, he athletic to the point that he don't even know he that athletic. You know, this dude will outrun you too. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about your track, bro. Tell me about the track thing, man. You always was fast. If he take out on you, it's over with. You ain't gonna catch him. But tell me about your track thing, man. What's going on with that?
So track started as a way to get prepared for football. So, you know, I think Coach B told me, you know, you need to run track.
Yeah, we used to run, y'all.
He's like, you need to run track, you know, get prepared. You know, you took me to the weight room all the time.
That's right. Sure did. Look at that. Had him in the weight room when he was young, boy.
I had to.
It turned out I was pretty good at it. Yeah. Pretty good at running. Just got into it, you know, and I wanted to explore different things in track. I turned out being pretty good at hurdles. By my junior year, I think it was, senior year. My senior year in indoor track, because I didn't run outdoor because I already had my scholarship. But I was like 16th in the state in long jump and 21st in the state in hurdles.
Dang, that's crazy.
I actually, tidbit of information, I beat Ted Ginn Jr. in a track race.
Hold on, man.
He got disqualified.
Junior in a track race?
Yeah, he got disqualified. So in high school,
he got disqualified. Okay.
In high school, one false start, you're DQ'd.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I was lined up next to.
Still holding over his head. I beat you though. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what though? The dude fast as I don't know what, man. I believe still if you and him with a ring, he ain't finna leave you too far behind, man. Cause you athletic dude, man, for real. Now, what else you doing with the track? You coach also. You just took that into another level, didn't you?
Yeah. So I had a bad breakup in 2015, and I was like searching for my purpose in life. You know, and so I actually joined the Freemasons, and I became a Freemason, and just along with that knowledge, I highly recommend everyone find an opportunity to learn from older people or organizations, volunteer organizations. Join whatever your heart desires, you know, whether it be the Elks, Freemasons, something that's going to, you know, guide you along the way.
Yeah. Okay.
And, you know, it kind of put me on a path, and I ended up linking with Chris Jackson.
Okay.
And Chris Jackson made me an assistant coach with the Striders. And then, after...
Okay. We got Chris coming on. I told you, Chris, you tired and everything.
So after one season with him, I got offered the head coaching job for youth track. So I was head coach for K-6 for Lima City Schools. Okay. And I did that until 2020. We didn't have a program because of COVID and
pandemic.
Okay.
And then I just started focusing on building my wealth after that. We didn't really have a program, and I don't think they still have a program. I think the youth league is actually down. So if anyone wants to coach youth sports, we're out there. I mean, we definitely need volunteers, people that want to do it.
Because Chris, I'm gonna be doing something coming up with him. Well, he was telling me about he got a couple of youth things that we are interested in. Me and Lou gonna be doing coming up here too.
That's something that really bothers me in this area, that everyone wants to do something for money.
Yeah.
Don't do it for money. Do it because you care. The money will come.
Yeah.
Make sure you care about what you're doing. Make sure you want to help your community. You want to help everyone around you. Once you start helping everyone around you, then the money will come to you.
Yeah, that's what
we feel like. That's why we here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, we had to tell some people like kind of over the weekend, you know what I'm saying? It's just we don't charge for the interview. We charge for the booking and get it, because for a minute there, we was having people show up, you know, don't show up for the interview, have Lou I'm sitting there like this, Lou sitting there like this, and we waiting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they never call, never show up, or never anything.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So, really, ever since we've been up here about 3 years, we've been doing everything almost free, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, and, you know, we finally had to kind of tighten up, that everybody know that, you know, we got to get something, you know what I'm saying, for what we're doing. But at the same time, you know, we offering this service. We're trying to do, you know, trying to bring people together, you know, and we got you doing your thing. You got rapper over here. You got entrepreneur
Everybody
over there.
deserves their story.
Doing some good stuff.
Yeah, everybody deserves their story told.
Yeah.
You know, especially in Lima, we got a lot of talented people and people that's been through a lot and that's actually successful, and I think they should be acknowledged.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what we doing, and that's what the whole show about. But like I was saying though, you know, that just shows, you know what I'm saying, how you have a business, but you want to try to offer a service, but you know, you want to try to Lima they want to take advantage of a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know. But like you said, don't worry about it. Me and Lou don't worry about it. We keep on striving. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you say, in the end, we know it'll pay off, and we know we're going to work through it all, you know, and make everything work out for everybody. But, okay, Justin, all right, I want to play a little word game with you before we get up out of here. You mind playing word games?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, okay.
I've been waiting on
you know,
this.
Coach, I ain't gonna run you. Normally, you know, you'll say, he say something like that, I'll take off. I can't run him though, but he'll go, like I told you, he'll go run right quick, kill that lap right quick, and look at me like, what I do? So I can't punish him, man, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't even know he get punished, you know. You told me to run, that's what I do. Okay, but anyway, let's go, bro. It's been a lot of people been acing my game lately, man.
I don't know
I'm
if
gonna see if you gonna ace this, bro.
Probably not.
I gotta finally get me a win under my belt, bro. Okay, but I'm just gonna give you some names, and you just tell me in a little simple word what you feel about that word.
Okay.
Okay, don't go long. Just a little quick little word on what you feel about that word. Okay, let's go. Sharks.
Energy.
Michigan.
Hail.
No. Honor.
Courage and commitment.
Leader.
Servant.
Marine.
The best.
Electrician.
Knowledge.
Family.
Everything.
Coach.
Teacher.
It's pretty awesome. Man, I don't need to beat you, man. I'm trying to beat your last one. New Year's.
New start.
Oh, man, I
man.
lost again, man. That's the juice right here, man. Boy, look here. You still winning, bro. You still winning. But you know what, though, bro? We gonna keep on moving. But I got a couple more things I want to try to get, you know, out right quick. Is there anything that you're doing in the community that's going on right now? Oh, man, another thing, too, I want to check in. Everything here that he see going on, man, he posted, he put it out there. I mean, he talked about how the youth, y'all go out there to Honda, y'all go out there and get hired, y'all go out there to BP, you know, $1,000, $100,000, you know, as soon as you start, you know what I'm saying? I just like the way you're sharing your knowledge that you have, bro, because when me and Lucy and we sharing it right on time.
Oh, yeah.
Because we want that information to get out there to our youth, and you know, that's where we started from, that's where you started from, and we got to try to give something back right there. But I like the way you're doing that, man, and I just want to try to keep giving it up for you, and what I want you to do, I want you to continue doing what you're doing, and just stay positive, bro, and just keep going, keep going where you're going. But listen to this. When I first found out about you, because I ain't saw you in a while, you know, it's been, you know, years, man. You know, Lou was talking, because we know since we've been doing the show, we almost got to kind of be on, you know, social media and things like that. Right. And one day you was like, I don't know, he was in Paris in a cathedral or somewhere.
Yeah, I was.
Man, I want to be like this brother, man. He said, this brother living it up, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, who?
Oh, yeah, he was in Dubai. It was Dubai.
He showed me, and I said, Juice, that's Justin. That's my ball player, man. That's my ball player. And I, you know, ever since then, bro, I wanted to get you because it's like, you know, I just felt, you know, a connect because I know where you come from. You know what I'm saying? And just to see, you know what I'm saying, you're a grown man now. You know what I'm saying? You're taking care of your business. You got a kid. You know what I'm saying? you don't mind giving it up the way we gave it up when you was little. You learn, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's not, you just a wealth of knowledge, and I just think Lima just need to tap in, bro. And
Yeah,
I just want you
definitely
to just keep doing what you're doing, and don't never stop, bro, giving away, and don't never stop giving up that knowledge, because you got some people out there that's looking. One thing about it, now check this out. I was listening to an old man. The old man said that he said, you know what? When you put something out in social media, he said people may only like you 5 times. He said, but guess what? You got 500 views though.
Yeah.
So they watching you, bro. They watching you, and they watching you, and they watching me. So let's be a light, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, to keep shining your light, bro, because people noticing it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they definitely
all
are.
of us, and we just look, like I said, for the diamonds, and man, you were shining, you were just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? And I said, Lou, let's get that diamond right there, you know.
Definitely, man.
But, you know what I'm saying, I want to tell you, I love you, I've always been around you, you know what I'm saying? I know where you come from. This Justin, this S.M.K podcast. We'll see y'all next Self-made kings. That means anything that you want to be in life, you can be that. We all kings. Hey, what a great show. The Juice. Self-made kings. Just in arms. Right on our show. Oh, what a wealth of knowledge he had. All right, now, if you like, go back and subscribe. Do us a favor. Go back, like, and subscribe. Go back, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that push button notification so to let you know when the next episode out. Okay, go back, like, and subscribe. Self-made kings, we love you. And we out.